Hey everybody, it's Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. So this video is about ammo and combat resupply. Brought to you by Third Generation Patriot. Subscriber here had the idea of what to talk about this. So thank you, Third Gen Patriot. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your input. So ammo resupply. Well, first off, you got to think about is how much ammo do you have? You personally, your group, members of your group, people around you, stuff like that. Hopefully you have a lot. You can never have too much ammo. You can have enough, I guess. If you have 5,000 rounds per primary weapon system being one of these, a rifle, a carbine, a pistol, yeah, your primary combative long arm. 1,000 rounds is what I say to shoot for. But if you have 5,000 rounds per, you're good to go. If you have more, great. The best thing about resupply is also what ammo you have and where is it? Is it all in one location? If it is, then it can be easily compromised. Or you can lose it, or somebody else can gain control of it, or whatever. If you have it cached around in different locations, say your bug out locations or around your bug out location, wherever you are, bug in, bug out location, if it's cached around different locations where you can retrieve it on patrol and stuff like that while you're out and about and get resupply, that's great. Also, maybe if you are going out to perform a mission to hit a target, then you can set up. You need rally points set up en route and on the way back, and alternate routes for exfil, exfiltration, get out of the area, kind of stuff. And you can have ammo caches set up at those locations in case like you're in like full retreat. Oh my gosh, let's get out of here. Grab some ammo on your way back, resupply, keep on fighting. With that said, you got to think of how many combatants you have. If you have a lot more ammo than other people in your group, you may end up being the ammo supply. That's why we do this. Not just for ourselves, but our people around us, our communities and stuff like that. I don't just have food storage to take care of my family and my group and me. I have food storage to take care of my neighbors, my people around me. That's what it's about. Hopefully they have prepared also. So. But anyway, okay, where do you have it? Like I just talked about, caches, your bug out locations, rally points, alternate rally points, friends' houses, stuff like that. That's what you need to think about. You need it spread out, but you need it accessible also. Sorry, my notebook here is blowing around in the wind. Also, okay, here's a good one. In your AO, what is available as far as resupply? And it depends on the situation also. Can you resupply at Cabela's, Bass Pro, surplus ammo and arms, different things like that. Can you resupply Sportsman's, Walmart, different things? Are we in SHTF or are we in without rule of law? If we're in without rule of law, the stores are already gone, basically, looted, stuff like that. The gun stores everywhere is already hit, probably looted. So what other options are there? Are there military armories, military bases? Are there ammunition depots? And obviously, I'm not suggesting you just go into a military base and raid it, but there may be ways that you can barter or trade or acquire ammunition. Also, what else do you have? If you're in a combative situation, you have battlefield pickups, just like extra these, and ammo, and these, magazines. That's why you want to retain your magazines. You don't want to just throw them down and get rid of them because we don't always have a store to go to buy more. So don't just dump your mags on the ground. Throw them in your dump pouch, throw them in your cargo pocket, shove them in your blouse, whatever it takes. So let me see down here. Reloading capability. That's one way to do it also. But you still have to have the stuff on hand. You still have to have powder. You still have to have the primer. You still have to have the bullets. And then the reloader and time. In an SHTF scenario, time is going to be very short because you're going to have to, everything you're going to do is to take more time. So you need to keep this in mind. Let me see what else. Yeah, look at stores. Okay, are they there? Are they available? Can you buy from them? Or are they looted? Same with armories. Maybe you can work some kind of trade out. Maybe they're military guys, hunkering down, something like that, and they don't have any food. So, they're trying to protect that area. But if you show and you talk to them, you prove that you're a friendly force and you're there willing to work with them and help keep the area safe and secure, and that you're the good guys, they may trade you food, you may give them food, and they might be able to give you some ammo, depending on the situation. Work together, have a symbiotic relationship. That's an option. Also, friendly groups and friendly communities. I don't know if you guys ever read dystopian fiction, prepper fiction books, where there's always like the community these people form, almost always in these books. They end up forming some kind of community. But then there's other communities, if you think about that, if people are going to come in and form communities based on mutual defense, mutual security, mutual production as far as food, then other people are going to be doing the same things. Other communities. There can be lots of good communities out there, lots of good little groups here and there. So that's part of your scouting and your patrolling, is to find these areas and to find these groups, to figure out, gather intel on where the bad groups are, where the good groups are, and interface with the good groups and work together. We're all in this. We need to be working together as a team. So you ammo that maybe that way. Maybe they have a lot more ammo, a lot more combative capability. Maybe you have a lot more gardening capability. Maybe you got all this stuff I got growing here in these raised beds and all this food production and stuff like that. And maybe ammo's your weak spot. Maybe it's their strong spot. It's all bartering. Comes down to stuff like that. I talked about battlefield pickups. Also raids on unfriendlies, meaning bad guys, meaning like gangs, people out there doing violent and horrible things. Those kind of people in WRL situations are going to need to be dealt with in a violent manner. You're going to have to eliminate them because they're out there doing bad things. And like I said, this is without rule of law situations. There's no police, there's no jails, there's nobody that's going to come take them and prosecute them and stuff like that. It's going to be, frontier justice. Sorry to say that, but it's a fact. So you can potentially get ammunition, magazines, firearms, whatever from them once you eliminate the threat. So military is a source, like I talked about. It also depends on the situation. What causes WROL? Is it a collapse? Is it a foreign invasion? If it's a foreign invasion, the military and the government might be a little more willing to work with you, to supply you ammunition, if you prove yourself as a asset and stuff like that. Anyway, or is it a civil war? That would be full-on ground combat. That would be basically you would get it any way you can, trying to do it in the moral sense. But hopefully the supply chain, local communities and stuff like that will help support different groups that are out there doing the things. And then, there's chaos, collapse, all these kind of situations. So it's very fluid, and you're going to have to use your brain. You're going to have to really think about where you can go to get ammo resupply. But if you have enough ammo stockpiled, if you got thousands of rounds stockpiled, then you're going to be in a lot of engagements before you ever get close to running out of ammunition. I'm mainly looking at a very long-term event or a very, very, very violent event. And not the fact that I don't need personally 5,000 rounds per weapon system. But if I have that, things go south, my group forms, okay, yeah, they're set also. But you're going to get other people coming in. Your group will probably grow. It'll probably shrink also with casualties, unfortunately. But hopefully it'll be growing overall. You'll be growing a community, growing everything, rebuilding the country, stuff like that. So thinking about it growing, you're going to need to provide ammunition, magazines, firearms, stuff like that for other people. So that's the best way I see it. It's just right now, yes, with ammo shortages, that's kind of hard to do. So hopefully you're already set like I am. You thought ahead and you've been doing this for a while. If not, just do what you can when you can. Get ammo everywhere you can, as much as you can, whenever you can. So that's ammo resupply. It's not cut and dry, just like most things in prepping. It's just, it is what it is, and we just need to do the best we can. Have as much available as we can now is the best answer, and have it spread out so it can't be all just taken at one location. If you happen to lose a location, you got to get out of there. You don't want to leave all your ammo behind. So prep a little every day, please, and prep it a peace of mind out of fear. Remember, we do this as peace of mind, just like investing for your future. This is what we're doing. We're investing for our future and the future of our nation. So I love you guys, and blessings to you and yours.